Well, we got to get ready to cook up some supper. It's Sunday evening, and we're going to have something special. Yes, we are. Woo, look at those right there. Gracie got them out last night and thawed them out. And they are special, and they're extremely rare. Woo, you only get 2 for a cow. So, there's not much. And if you love ribeye, you'll love these Rarest steaks a bunch. Oh yeah. I can't wait. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. I didn't see you walk on in. Yeah, I see you got by the kitty crew and Gracie once again. That's okay. You're always welcome here in the little old country kitchen, and we're so glad you came. So if you'd like, I want to discuss something with you tonight before I start my meal. And I've talked about it a long time ago, but I figured I might want to remind you with prices where they are. Because if you're hankering for a steak, but you're on a budget, well, there's a steak for you, but it's extremely rare. Let me show it to you. So what we have here in front of you is Angus Pride beef chuck-eye steak. And I paid $7.05 a pound for these back in July of 2024. And I'm just getting around to fixing them up. And we'll be eating one of these up tonight. So what is a chuck-eye steak? You might think right offhand, a chuck-eye steak is similar to a chuck steak. Well, you'd be wrong. It has nothing to do with chuck roast or a chuck steak. No, chuck-eye is totally different. And once I tell you about it and where it comes from, you'll know why. You see, the chuck roast comes from the front shoulder of a cow. And chuck steaks are cut from the chuck roast. Okay? Now that you got that all in your mind, these right here, these extremely rare steaks, like I say, there's only 2 per cow if they're cut right. And what do I mean by that? Well, these come from the rib primal. The same rib primal that Ribeye Steaks come from. You know, everyone's favorite. So juicy, so tender, and delicious. Oh yes. You might think of these as ribeye's first cousin. Because these right here come from the 5th rib of a cow, where ribeyes start at the 6th rib through the 12th rib of the cow, or what's known as the rib primal. Same place prime rib comes from too. Now these may not be just as tender as a ribeye, but they're so close, I can't tell. And a lot of times, you'll only find these in stores that do their own butchering. You'll be hard-pressed to find a chuck-eye steak. Now these, I can tell, have been split, where each chuck-eye, which is 1 rib in width, these have been cut in half. So they're trying to stretch them and get 4 per cow. So they're a little thin, maybe a little over ½ an inch. So they're going to cook up pretty quick, but they'll still be delicious. And you've seen me many times in superfoods. Whenever I see these, you'll see me grab them up, because they're less than half of the price of a ribeye. And I would say they've got 95% of the tenderness and the taste that a ribeye does. And you can't beat 95 for less than half, in my mind. And you cook them up just the way you would a ribeye steak. A little, you know, kosher salt, sea salt, what have you, Himalayan salt if you want to, some cracked fresh black pepper. If you want to hit them with a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, oh, that's all fine too. And then you get that grill all hot for the very best experience. Or you do like I do, and like many restaurants do, and that's pan fry 'em up. Oh yeah. Melt you in some butter, some herbs of your choice, like rosemary and thyme, oregano, what have you. Get that butter all melted in the pan and start basting up that steak as it cooks and browns on the one side. Then flip it over and repeat. Woo! You talking good eating, and I can see these right here really well marbleized. See, a lot of people shy away from the fat, but as I've tried to educate everyone here in my neighborhood, the flavor is in the fat. You're wanting to see the fat, because the fat has the taste, believe it or not. And yeah, these are Angus 100%. You can't beat that. And of course, tonight I'll be having a small baked potato. Got my butter out. And I'm probably going to have another side dish too. But it's a secret that you won't see till the next episode and video of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. So let me know in the comments below the video if you're familiar with chuck eye and the fact that they're the first cut beside the ribeyes. I mean, in a way, they're neighbors, aren't they? I mean, this is the first house on the block before we start getting to the more affluent ribeye part of the neighborhood. That's sort of kind of way it is, don't you think? So I've got an idea for another side. These don't take long. I'm going to get one out of here, put her on a plate, let her come up to room temperature, start my oven so I can bake that potato. I'm letting my butter soften right there, that sweet cream butter, and I'll get out of the freezer my secret side. So yeah, I hope you're all doing good on this Sunday evening, wherever you may be. I just wanted to remind y'all, if you see these chuck eye steaks, grab them up. You won't be sorry. Many of you have. And you've let me know in the comments below the video. Well, anyway, we're getting ready to cook. And if you'd like to stick around for the next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood, just look for it tomorrow, when we take these extremely rare specimens of a steak and turn them into a delectable, but ever so simple to prepare, delicious treat right here in the little old country kitchen in my neighborhood. So y'all take care out there. Stay safe. May God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. I hope all of you came through the storms without any damage or injuries. It was a real rough night last night, and I'm sure I look every hour of it. But just to let you know, yeah, we lost power, internet, and phone service. But we were all back, right, by 11 a.m. this morning. So, you know we all love you. Here, me, the kitty crew. And here again until we see you on that next video and episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Goodbye and good night for now. I gotta get cooking, okay? Ooh, yeah. Gracie is hitting it out of the park today. Let's get that potato prepared up. Get our steak prepared up. And get this show on the road. Oh, later all.